word on the street. You got that ism check. They say. You got these bitches doing us some on bows to get your trap check.
Imani Inc. Music.
Got instrumental stock.
It's a lifestyle, this is not a hustle. You gotta sacrifice or you ain't gotta struggle. Live outside your comfort zone, not outside a bubble. You gotta stay hard when it's time for trouble. Ism for God is the greater mind. Ain't nothing like the max state of mind. Apply the game is the greater grind. You put it to the test, lay in the greater time.
The fact that men make bitch, I have decided that I am single, celibate, and no longer willing to date anyone. However, if you insist on taking me on a date, there will be a $500 fee. That $500 fee can be paid through Zelle, Cash App, or Apple Pay. I'll send you my phone number and you can buttons. Then we can discuss an arrangement. However, if you decide that you're going to text me or call me before you buttons, you will be blocked. Yeah, that's how we're going to do that.
Yeah, I'm going to go over this one with this girl. She talking about, well, y'all heard the clip. She basically charging you $500 just to talk to her. Say you ain't a hoe without saying you a hoe, like, but damn, just to talk, like, okay, let's just play. Come on, let me just hear it. Let's just.
The fact that men make bitch, I have decided that I am single, celibate, and no longer willing to date anyone. However, if you want to...
First of all, these bitches talking about they single and they celibate. You already been fucking just because you don't like a motherfucker or you don't like your outcomes because basically y'all made certain choices. So these the results and outcomes based on your choices. Now you want to go celibate and you want to be single. You can't really be single by choice. It just sounds like, you single by the choices you made and the outcomes from them choices. But go ahead.
It's not taking me on a date. There will be a $500 fee.
Who paying a $500 fee just to take you on a date? It's just like these bitches talking about, oh yeah, you got to take me out, the Ruth Chris and all that shit. Man, I always say, this is my message. If a bitch can be bought, she's not a bitch worth having. But let's go.
$100 fee can be paid through Zelle, Cash App, or Apple Pay. I'll send you my phone number and you can buttons.
See, this one, she talking about she'll send you all her information so you can send her the funds. Who's to say if we send her the funds, we going out on a date? You could just take the funds and decline me. Like, I don't know what dudes falling for this bullshit. But, I mean, even most real hoes ain't doing that. And at least they ain't even going on no date. A real date is pussy at the end of the date. When hoes do a date, at least they be about their coin. She got this gold weave, like this blonde weave and these long ass nails. She alright, but if she took time to make herself to look like that, I can only imagine what she really looked like.
Then we can discuss an arrangement. However, if you decide that you're going to text me or call me before you buttons.
She said she'll block you. She said if you text or call before you decide to send the funds, I think she said she's gonna block you or something like that.
You will be blocked. Yeah, that's how we gonna do that.
Again, these square bitches be trying to be like hoes. They want to be hoes so bad. First of all, I remember when the game You know, people in the game, pimps and hoes alike, they used to be shamed and ridiculed. Shit, my own family said, "Oh, you the bottom of the barrel." But then they wanted to get my money when they needed something. I was like, you can't. And I used to tell them, I said, if you accept my money, you condone the behavior. You know, you can't be taking my money and then tell me how, oh yeah, you just a scoundrel and all this bullshit. I'm like, motherfucker, you just asked me for some money. You need some motherfucking money. You had to borrow some money from this scoundrel or whatever, the scum of the earth. Like, fuck out of here. I was like, if you take this money, you condone the behavior. I don't want to hear about nothing about how I got the money. You know what I'm saying? And now, hey, you got videos just like this. Bitches talking about, oh yeah, it's 500 just to talk. Bitch, who want to talk? I mean, talk for free. Who paying 500 just to talk to set up a date? And then I guess the date gonna be another 500. Bitch, if you don't go somewhere with this gang goofy ass shit, just be a hoe. Just be a real hoe and sell it. Talking about you celibate. So you gotta pay 500 just to get a nigga interested? Man, where the game at in that? Where is the game? They ain't got no game. They're just making up shit. But like I said, this why this gang goofy. That's all I gotta say on this, man.
This a lifestyle, this is not a hustle. You gotta sacrifice and you ain't gotta struggle. Live outside your comfort zone, not outside a bubble. You gotta stay hard when it's time for trouble. Isn't for God, it's the greater mind.